The United States' unclear crypto policies have led businesses like Ripple to explore investing outside the nation. Brad Garlinghouse has claimed the Ripple CEO advised the U.S. to follow the UK and Singapore. How do you think this will affect the cryptocurrency and the U.S. economy? We will answer these questions in today's video. According to Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of blockchain startup Ripple, Europe has been a significant beneficiary of the Securities and Exchange Commission's SEC misunderstanding in the United States' its crypto business. As a result of the uncertainty, crypto businesses have been pushed to invest outside of the United States. Garlinghouse, whose business purchased Swiss crypto startup Medico on May 17, told CNBC that the SEC's investigation means his firm would try to minimize its contacts with US firms and persons. Unfortunately, the SEC crackdown has encouraged companies like Ripple to invest more outside of the United States. Approximately 95 of our customers are non-US, and the majority of our hiring this year will be non-US for the same reasons Garlinghouse added. The CEO also hailed Ripple's purchase of Swiss firm Medico as a perfect fit in terms of both client type and geography. Aside from bolstering Ripple's international reach, Medico's acquisition for $250 million is anticipated to provide the blockchain business with access to its A-list customers, who include financial giants such as BNP Paribas, Citi, and Societe Generale. Meanwhile, when questioned about the perfect crypto regulatory framework after the collapse of FX, Garlinghouse advised that U.S. authorities turn to nations like the United Kingdom, the United Arab Emirates, and Singapore, who have said how they would handle digital assets. According to Garlinghouse, such explanation allows for entrepreneurs and investors to engage constructively with regulators. Recent revelations of internal communications from the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, may imply that Ripple's XRP cryptocurrency is not a securities. These emails indicate that XRP may not meet all of the standards of the Howey test, a measure used to assess whether some transactions qualify as investment contracts. The material was discovered by legal commentator John Deaton, who discovered references to these communications in the footnotes of Ripple's opposition and reply filings. Deaton was perplexed by Ripple's legal team's lack of concern about the possible consequences of these communications. The mentioned communications, known as Exhibit 220, suggest that XRP may not pass all of the Howey test criteria. Deaton concedes that the email's relevance was first overlooked because to their placement inside a line detailing independent market players' evaluations given to the SEC, which determined that XRP was not a security. In the midst of the continuing legal fight, there's been talk that a settlement might be in the works between Ripple, the payment company, and the SEC. Ripple has asked an extension of 1 week to file public, redacted versions of its cross motions for summary judgment and accompanying exhibits, which include the Hyman papers. These papers reflect internal SEC conversations concerning a speech delivered by former SEC Director William Hammond in 2018 in which he declared that Bitcoin, and Ethereum, Ether, are not securities. However, John Deaton, an attorney and XRP supporter, expects that the SEC will continue to pursue the matter despite the release of the Hyman papers. He believes that if these records had led to a settlement, it would have happened before they were given to Ripple. Deaton believes that SEC Chair Gary Gensler, who has taken a strong position against the crypto business, is determined to see the litigation through to its conclusion, noting, "The FedNow quick payment service is set to launch soon, and on May 11, the Metal blockchain team announced that it would be integrated with FedNow. Metal users may now utilize the send-receive feature of FedNow to immediately convert their cash to stablecoin and back." The partnership between FedNow and Metal blockchain exemplifies the growing convergence of blockchain technology and conventional banking. Metallicus has created a cryptocurrency network called Metal Blockchain, which is based on a fork of the original Avalanche source code. It was created so that developers working on decentralized financial DeFi systems would have alternatives that wouldn't break the law. As a sign of its dedication to identity verification and anti-money laundering, AML safeguards Metal's creators have stressed the network's basis of Bank Secrecy Act, ZO, compliance. Developers may create and apply asset transfer rules on Metal blockchain's X-Chain subnet, A token may be issued with some limitations, such as being used exclusively by residents of the United States or being unavailable for trade until the next day. Metal was one of the first blockchain networks to be included as a FedNow service provider, and although the precise criteria for integration with FedNow remain unknown, Metal's adherence to regulatory requirements undoubtedly contributed to its participation. The integration between Metal blockchain and FedNow paves the way for the creation of distributed bank chains. This paves the way for the development of a more robust ecosystem for the blockchain, one that provides security and does away with the need for Oracle. By maintaining a connection to FedNow, banks may coordinate payment processing and settlements. In addition, the adoption of a CBDC and the creation of bank-issued stablecoins that can interact within a basket of stablecoin currencies are both made easier thanks to this connection. Some U.S. politicians, including Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and U.S. presidential candidate Robert Kennedy Jr., are worried about the privacy implications of the integration of FedNow and Metal blockchain and see it as a first step toward a blockchain based despite its potential benefits. The Federal Reserve, meanwhile, has disputed that FedNow is affiliated with a CBDC. Metallicus co-founder and CEO Marshall Hayner responded to complaints about CBDCs by saying they will be subjected to the same degree of scrutiny as the conventional banking system. The integration of Metal blockchain with FedNow, he said, would improve the current financial infrastructure and promote safe and efficient payment processing between banks, therefore putting to rest the issues surrounding CBDCs. Finally, the integration of FedNow and Metal blockchain represents a significant step forward in the world of fast payments and decentralized finance. Because of this connection, consumers may easily exchange fiat currency for stablecoins, opening the door to greater financial inclusion and efficiency. Metal blockchain's approach to regulatory compliance and the possibility of distributed bank chains show how conventional banking institutions and blockchain technology are converging, a trend that will shape the future of digital payments. There are reasonable grounds to believe that XRP cannot satisfy every component of the Howey analysis and is therefore not a security for purposes of the federal securities laws, according to the email. The SEC complaint against Ripple is predicated on the idea that XRP and other cryptocurrencies should be categorized as securities because they fit the Howey test criteria. As a result, any acknowledgement by the SEC or its officials that XRP is not a security in its internal records might be fatal to their case. Deaton speculated that the comment was not a direct quotation from a SEC official and that the person may be referring to someone else's XRP research. Another pro-crypto lawyer, Bill Morgan, believes the message was most likely delivered by a SEC attorney. Morgan said most likely a SEC attorney given how many were involved and commented on Hyman's speech, expressing his personal opinion. Meanwhile, all of this is still supposition, which many feel will be clarified when the SEC reveals the Hyman docs' emails. Ripple has made multiple announcements in the last week, indicating that the business is committed to extending its platform. Ripple paid $250 million for Swiss custody business Medico. According to the company's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, the acquisition is part of the company's strategy to focus on growth opportunities outside the United States. The cryptocurrency payment provider announced that its BDC platform is compatible with the XRP ledger and the XRP coin.